I think you can easily start to alienate
Who?
ants.
Oh, fuck them.
Best move I ever made was being fake.
Yeah.
He has a yeast infection he's been living off of for 3 years.
Tell him, Steve Dave.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Tell 'em Steve Dave. And boy, do we have some business to discuss, Walt. The business of clay.
Oh, that's right.
Finally.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yep. Currently, Sal Vulcano is holding us up. I'm going to put it out there.
Is he the last piece?
He's the last piece of the puzzle. As soon as we get Sal's lines, it can be inserted.
By the end of January, people who ordered it, who preferred a digital copy, before February 1st, it's looking like you're going to have it. But I need
less than 2 years late.
That's
not pretty sweet.
If you were a voice backer, this is the last call. Could you please send an email to tesdvoiceactors@gmail.com. If we don't hear from you, we won't be able to put your voice in the movie.
Do you think those people maybe a year ago were like, fuck those guys?
Oh, I think a lot of people were like, fuck those guys. I mean, and understandably so. I mean, balls were dropped.
Our balls dropped on this project. we learned a lot.
But, I mean, it'll be nice to put it to rest and finally have it, not be like a
burden,
a cancer,
right? A malignant fucking carcinoma.
It'll be nice to be out from underneath it and fulfill all the patient people who waited this long and were super patient. I can't say enough about the people who
stuck around, not like the assholes who are like, fuck those guys. Right.
Yeah, I mean, if assholes would be, I wouldn't be the word I'd choose, but,
right.
But I mean, hey, man, is it like I'm sure a lot of people thought it would never see the light of day, but it's so close. I could taste it. I know what clay tastes like. It's
a lot like the clay. Shit. Shit for a year.
It very much is similar to shit. Or I would think
texture.
So we start working on Claymation 2 immediately?
Huh?
Claymation 2, we start working on it immediately?
I don't ever want to see when I see Play-Doh, I'm going to have to go to a safe space. I don't ever want to hear the word clay or see anything that looks like clay. Hard or soft.
Yeah.
Like a pottery even fucking sends me into a
pottery wheel. Yeah, it would trigger you.
Into an anxiety spell.
Shit, dude.
So that's the latest on Claymation. People ask, and this is it. This will probably be the final update until it gets to you. It gets into your hands.
tesdvoiceactors@gmail.com. If there's anybody still out there who...
Some OG supporters. The people who were like, I want to get in on this. I want to support these guys. And then, see you later, get them. And that's their fucking thank you. We're the assholes. Mostly you, Q, but we want to a little bit.
I fucking want to refund everybody's money a year ago.
That's true. Yeah, that was a fucking moment of like, oh my God, what this entails.
Right, because you couldn't refund it through credit cards.
No, it wouldn't have been fun, but
Gideon would be writing checks late into the night.
Hey, but he's got to do something around here.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish he stayed, man. I want to grill him.
You wanted to grill him?
Yeah.
Did you ask him to stay?
No.
What did you want to grill him about?
His work ethic. I hear it's
Things are chilly
its strongest.
in this store. I don't know. Things are very frosty in here.
It's finally cool enough for me to sit through without turning on the air.
Yeah. I don't know if it would be fun to listen to. Walt doesn't seem happy. Ginnam doesn't seem happy.
No, I'm not happy. I feel it's probably just the post-Christmas blues.
Yeah.
It's probably plays a lot factor into it, but I rarely feel like I want to murder people or see faces crushed underneath my foot. But sometimes during the year, a couple times during the year, I feel that way.
You want to put Giddim's face under your heel?
It's not, no, you know what? It's not
Mike
fair.
too?
It's not. No, it's not
Kevin.
fair.
Name names.
It's not fair to say just get him. That wouldn't be fair. It's everybody.
You know, I was thinking earlier today, for $100,000, would you let Alicia do a trust fall with me?
I don't know what that is.
It's like somebody stands, with they're both facing the same way, and I would fall back, and I have to trust her to catch me.
Or she couldn't catch you.
No?
One of you would be severely injured, if not both of you.
Yeah.
$100,000.
Yeah.
I mean,
tax free.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, but even what's her quality of life after that? After that.
I probably slightly worse than mine right now.
Yeah, she's got a lot of years though.
What are you saying? I don't. I'm a young man. How was your Christmas? Was it good? Why do you have the post Christmas blues? Because it's over?
Yeah.
Holy shit! I fucking hate the time leading up to it, during it, after it. The only time I start to be like, okay, this isn't so bad, is post New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. I fucking hate from in the 20s until right after New Year's. I can't stand it.
Yeah.
You just want it to be Christmas again?
I had a good Christmas. Yeah. Yeah. It's I wouldn't mind on a couple week loop of Christmas. That would be all right with me.
Every 6 weeks.
No. Just if Christmas lasted 2 weeks instead of one day,
Mm-hmm.
I'd be okay with that. I guess that's Hanukkah, right?
Yeah. Why don't you turn and go Jewish, like Sunday Jeff? He seems to be happy. He's always energetic and spirited.
I've heard you can do both. I wouldn't mind doing that.
Really? That's a fucking sellout. You can't do both.
Well, it's not like I'm that much of a Christian, though, that I'm that.
You could balance it.
Catholic.
You could be Christian and Jewish at the same time.
I think I could. Yeah. If anybody could, I think.
Yeah, I agree with that. If anyone could do it and would do it in order to celebrate. How many days in Hanukkah? 8?
8.
Yeah, and then you get Christmas, that's 9. That's pretty close to 2 weeks. Just go home and tell the girls. Like, Alicia, you're going to do a trust fall with a fucking 400-pound fuck up, and we're Jewish now, too. Put these hats on.
The girls wear yarmulkes?
No, don't they wear like a scarf or something?
Or a wig?
How's that?
Yeah, I got to wear a wig. You're not allowed to show your hair. Religion is fucking so weird, right? Now, there's nothing against Jewish people, but the harder core who believe God doesn't want me to show my hair, out of humility, I guess.
Yeah.
So, it's wear this scarf or hat or pop this wig on. Put on this fake hair over your real hair that God, I would think, created.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing, right? I have to get Simi back in here and grill him a little bit more.
Well, he'll be in here in 3 weeks. You can grill him 3, 4 weeks.
Yeah. I'm going to add that to my list of inquisitions with Simi. Yeah.
This trial's going to be 4 hours long.
What's with the wigs? Simi.
He'll have an answer.
All right. Carrie Fisher died. Were you moved by that, Walt? Were you upset?
I was, I guess, shocked would be the
Stunned.
proper word.
Shocked?
Someone, you consider ageless.
Really?
What?
When's the last time you saw her?
Force Awakens.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why you consider ageless, because they did a CGI fake Carrie Fisher?
No, that was her.
Shut the fuck up.
You're talking about Rogue One.
Oh, wait, I'm talking about Rogue One. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Force Awakens. Yeah. She looked like Princess Leia back when she was 19, you think?
It still looked like her to me. You know, she still looked like Carrie Fisher. It was. I mean, I just think that I don't know. I think that's the most common reaction is shock.
Were you shocked, Q?
I was saddened when I heard about the, like they said, 10 minutes she was getting CPR on the plane. That's kind of like, I was like, that's not good. Even if she survives, it's not going to be great.
10 minutes is too long.
Just without a steady air supply like that.
It's
Well,
not recommended.
Can't they have air, like put the mask
Yeah, but if
on?
you're not breathing it in, they're saying like they were just doing the chest compressions.
To tell you the truth, I was more shocked by Debbie Reynolds than Carrie
That
Fisher.
made perfect sense to me.
Really?
Yeah.
But you can't, like, get a stroke from,
Sure,
like, stress, can you?
Stress
Sure
and
you
pressure,
can.
sure.
Yeah.
right? I thought it was like just like a blood clot or something, a stroke. It was like a...
All brought on by the tremendous grief and stress brought on by, you know.
It was a bummer.
You were bummed?
I was bummed.
I was more bummed that when I read that Steve Martin deleted his tweet.
Yeah, that
Under
was
pressure.
Why, what did he say? I didn't hear about this.
He said... Oh, I'll read it exactly.
Was it Steve Martin, the actor?
Yeah.
The jerk?
The comedian.
He got criticism.
He
for
said
his
something.
From guys like fucking Ghost Pussy.
tweet. He knew her personally and put what I thought was like a sweet, nice tweet, but
The rest of the world.
you
didn't
forget
agree.
we live in, not the rest of the world, but we live in 2016.
Not
Walt.
for long.
No, you're right. It's probably going to get worse. Well, President Trump may fix this stuff, Walt.
Yeah. I know it's on his agenda.
What the
That and getting the hackers. Backlash, Walt. Backlash against Steve Martin. American treasure, Steve Martin. What did he say?
used to be American treasure.
Not anymore?
I don't know. And you need to have some stuff.
He writes books.
Plays a banjo, man, like
He's
a
been out of the
motherfucker.
public eye for a while.
I don't know. He's on tour right now with Martin Long.
I think you're out of the
Long
loop
Short.
because there's a lot of people that I'm like, man, these fucking guys don't do anything anymore. And then I look them up and it's like they've done 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Like Diedrich Bader. I'm like, when's the fucking last time
He's
I saw
out of
Diedrich
that.
Bader? He's fucking out there, man.
Yeah.
He's doing tons of shit. So when I was a young man, Carrie Fisher was the most beautiful creature I'd ever seen. She turned out to be witty and bright as well. Is what Steve Martin wrote.
There's more than that, right?
No, that's
No,
it.
that's it.
That's it?
That's it. And there was a backlash against
Wait,
that.
say it again?
When I was a young man, Carrie Fisher was the most beautiful creature I had ever seen. She turned out to be witty and bright as well. Now,
Wow. I'm not. How can I guess? You already know why the back. I can't figure out why there'd be backlash because he said young man because he doesn't think of it now. And or,
yeah,
or is it,
he's like,
or is it because and she also turned out to be witty as if
well, hold on, I'll give you.
I can't figure out where
Some called him out for focusing on her physical appearance, a topic Fisher spoke out against throughout her career. Others noticed that she wanted to be remembered for more than Others noted that Fisher likely wanted to be remembered for more than just being pretty, which he fucking mentioned. After the tribute had been deleted.
You know, I know I don't mean to say anything bad about somebody because I don't want to hear it, but it's a lot easier to say that when you've been considered beautiful, though.
Oh, to be like, I don't want you to focus on my physical appearance.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who would love.
I would like
who would
people
love
not to focus on my physical appearance.
you know?
I would love that.
Right? Yeah, look, yeah, right.
Like, oh, Ooh, look at him, oh, monster.
You know,
He's a beast.
I mean, I understand your heart's in a good place, but when you've had the adoration of millions, not just because of your acting ability, but because of the way you look. Appearance, unfortunately, means a lot.
Right, a lot of when you go to a con, a lot of slave Leias. It used to be anyway, not so much anymore. Now it's all fucking. Now it's all Harley Quinn.
That'll
Daddy's
pick right
Little
up
Monster.
right now, right? I mean, that's going to it's going to go through the roof now, right?
Well, Disney has a ban. You're not allowed to display. They don't sell slave labor merchandise anymore, and you're not allowed to in the comic books or anything.
Unwritten rule.
No. You're not even allowed to draw
written.
Leia as sexy in the comics.
Impossible.
But at a con, they can't stop you from
No,
wearing a
they
costume.
can't. But you know how like comics used to be fun and life used to be fun.
Oh, boy, do I.
That sounds like Steve Martin's tweet there was when I was a young man.
Well, you see, saying when I was a young man, I was like,
fun.
Well, he's also, I think what he was saying was like, back in the 70s, when I was like 20, I was like, oh my God, this girl is beautiful. Not really, because when guys are young, they're not as fucking woke as everyone is today.
But what does that
Maybe
mean?
they're not as evolved as everyone is today.
You're not supposed to notice when a woman's beautiful?
Do not notice it, Quinn. And certainly do not comment on it. Do not tweet about it.
But why did he?
She was a friend of his.
What are some of the things that? What are some of the things that people were upset about? Is there any?
What I had read was his use of the word creature was demeaning to women.
But that's a word that's been used.
Is it demeaning to me when people call me creature?
A divine creature is that? I mean, it's an
exquisite creature.
I mean, it's a real nitpicky thing.
But it's a word. That's a phrase or a way that you would describe somebody from that from a different era would use. Would use that.
He is from a different era. The guy's like fucking what, 70?
The fact that this is why you can't take anybody seriously anymore.
Right. And what did he have any kind of? Did he just delete it without any kind?
He just deleted it.
He didn't say anything else.
He just deleted it.
Why would he delete it though? Like, what's it gonna? Like, why not keep it up there?
You're fucking Steve Martin. Who's gonna fucking? It's not like Mel Gibson being like, "Hey, sugar tits, you fucking Jew." Like, it's not a fucking Mel Gibson moment.
He probably just doesn't want to hear it.
But he would hear it anyway though, and then you cave.
She was outspoken in her feminism, especially in regards to her legacy as Princess Leia. She did not hesitate to call people out on their perceptions and sexualization of the character. You're fucking hot.
But that's not something you can control.
Yeah.
Nor is it anything you can't control it. And you came back to the character. Mm-hmm. So what's going on? But I'm sure, you know what? I don't know.
This is going to be okay, though.
I don't care anymore.
Yeah. A 1999 interview she conducted with Steve Martin for The Times. I slept with Steve Martin once, only 20-some years ago. And I interviewed Steve Martin once and once only 20-some days ago.
They were
You do the math. Well, for one night stand.
But 20 years ago, so in their 50s?
Well, she was 60, so in their 40s, yeah.
So he was still hitting it when he was willing to hit it. 20 years after Leia.
Hey, man, wouldn't you?
I don't know.
You're telling me...
I don't know what she looked like at 40.
Yeah, but who gives... I would have fucked her at 60. It's Princess Leia. Yeah.
She looked a little rough in her drug and drinking years.
I don't look rough to you?
I'd hit that. I'd hit that shit. I'd never quit that shit.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean... They were friends too, so I don't know, man.
I'm trying to,
You're trying to not care?
I don't care. I don't care about anything anymore.
Backlash forces Steve Martin to delete Twitter tribute. I wonder why he didn't tweet anything about sexy Debbie Reynolds. America's sweetheart.
You can't.
Yeah, but that's one.
Exquisite creature.
She kind of fell off the face of the...
Debbie Reynolds?
Yeah, she
kind of wasn't... fucking 85 years old.
But I couldn't... Like, when I heard she died, I was like, I don't know what she's famous for. I don't remember her seeing her in anything. I can't recall anything that I would remember her from.
Probably not, right? I mean,
no,
let me see.
I know she was
she was big
Hollywood
in like the 60s.
Elite, right? She had a name, and but I don't know what it was that I could say, like, oh yeah, she was in Bam. Like, I couldn't tell.
She was in Singing in the Rain.
I don't know.
Just singing in the rain.
That was in Fred Astaire, wasn't it?
That was
him tap dancing in the rain, that famous sequence, right?
Yeah, that's what made me want to be a tap dancer.
Mm-hmm.
It's Fred Astaire?
Yep. I didn't know that.
Remember him in Ghost Story? He was awesome. That fucking little Dickie.
Was that his last role?
Fred Astaire?
Yeah.
I think it might have been. Yeah.
What an odd
imagine that's your
casting,
legacy.
Right? I mean, a tap dancer in a horror movie.
Well, it's like Orson Welles' last movie was a Transformers movie. This is weird. These weird roles.
What about, what's his name? Godfather, Marlon Brando. What was his last role?
Oh, I think it was Island Dr. Moreau, right?
Really?
Shit
no,
movie.
he went out on a turkey?
Yeah.
They usually
all
do.
did. Well, Fred Astaire died. People are like, who the fuck's Fred Astaire? Why are they talking about him? He died in 1987.
Like I said, man, I want. Can someone get this? My pop culture is in black and white.
It sure is. Every picture of Fred Astaire is in black and white on Wikipedia. Oh, wait, here's a color picture. Oh, he's a long page, man. He did a lot of shit.
Dude, Fred Astaire is like the biggest star in the world.
Another icon.
Yeah.
He was short. Wasn't he like 5'2" or some shit like that?
Yeah. He was, God, he was born in 1899. Holy shit. What a fucking time to see, right? Because you're young enough that you remember World War I and World War II.
So he was like a fully adult in the Great Depression.
Yeah. Yeah, he was nearing 30.
Suck.
He's dancing around. Everyone's like ready to fucking kill themselves. He's tap dancing up a storm.
Right through the Dust Bowl and shit.
What do you think he would think that this era he lived through was worse, or the one that we live in now?
Fred Astaire?
Yeah.
I don't know. Did he seem like a gentleman to you? He seems sort of like gentlemanly, right?
Yeah.
He just came off as classy.
Yeah, all so those actors did back then.
We live in a good time. Why don't we live in a good time?
Because you got fucking ghost pussies all over town forcing Steve Martin to
that's
delete
only
tweets.
if you pay attention to them. Here's the secret. You just don't go online. You will never encounter one of these people in real life. Ever. So it's like all you got to do is not go online, and then they're nonsense and they're prattling.
That's
they're
impossible
crying.
though.
It's not impossible.
I've never met anybody who does.
I stop myself now if I start reading something that I'm just like, what is this idiot? Then I'm like, why am I doing this? And I just stop. It's been a great quality of life increase.
Has it?
Dude, I'm incredible. Like even like politics. I mean, I've said this before. I just checked out and I feel pretty good. I don't care. And like then even Trump winning has only like further insulated my ability to do that because
How so?
Well, what's he going to do? That's going to affect me.
Well, don't you have any friends who are maybe won't be allowed in the country because of his hardline stance?
Possibly, but then
it will affect you then because
not really. That's their problem. That's not my problem.
Yeah, your friends though. I mean,
E.K. Morris is getting the boot.
Is he Muslim?
He's a Muslim motherfucker.
He's not Muslim.
I thought that was a Muslim
Well,
name.
I have Muslim friends, but it's
E.K.
like
Morris was
Imam Morris. Imam Morris.
Get out of here! Build a wall! Build a wall! Keep Imam Morris out.
Is he blind too? The blind tourist. The blind sheep. Imam Morris. The in-betweeners is a lot different meaning.
Yeah, right? The Score was the last movie Marlon Brando was in.
The Score.
Wasn't that the one, what's his name directed? Frank Oz, and he kept calling him Miss Piggy and shit.
I thought that was a freshman.
No, it's a Score. Yep.
Score?
Yeah.
Are you worried? I mean, this is. I know you're not. I could tell you're definitely not. But can you see why other people might be worried about the what are we in store for? The unknown. I mean, it's the great unknown.
The environment thing, I'm not happy about his take on the environment. But
Trump's?
Yeah, but
you also feel that he doesn't give it enough credence to the environment.
Well, he says that global warming is a myth.
Yeah, but that concerns you.
It concerns me only in so much. Well, look, how it concerns me is this.
I don't mean it.
I'm in 40. What's damage going to be done the next 40 years?
But yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
I don't mean it in a way that it concerns you, but that makes you go. That makes you raise an eyebrow a little bit when he says it doesn't exist.
Oh, everything he does. I raise eyebrows left. My eyebrows are perpetually raised. But I am also tired of a lot of the way that society has gone, and I'm just like, fine. I said, dude, I was the fucking first one. How often do I pat myself on the back? I said almost 2 years ago.
Well, both your arms are in a sling most of the time. So
he's a plaster.
I assumed it was because you were patting yourself on the back.
Save it for the trial. Save that for the trial. Yeah, I said 2 years ago, I was like, this motherfucker's going to win because people are just sick of
you did call
the whiny bullshit, and it's just like, now when you say that, now they're like, now you're blaming us for losing the election. And that's not right. Blame racists. And it's just like, all right, so you guys didn't learn your lessons. So get ready for 8 years of Trump instead of 4. And if that's the case.
Well, I didn't think he could win. So I was wrong. But boy, if he doesn't do something, he's got a lot of really bold promises to keep to his people. No. And if he doesn't keep them, you think they're going to vote for him again?
Well, I am telling you right now, the second I saw how the left has responded to him winning, I know immediately he's being there for 8 years.
But But I don't think you're discounting. You're discounting the people who put him into office are because of the things he said. And if he does, and he's not going to be able to come through on a hell of a lot of things he promised.
Don't think they care.
Well, the vagueness of
I don't think he got voted because of shit
become
like that.
Every other politician then.
I think that for people to. I don't think people care, Walt. I think it's all a smoke show.
That's why they voted for him, because they do care.
They voted for him because he was the only one sitting there, not being there, being like, everybody else focused on everybody but white America. He was the only one that focused on white America, whether he meant what he said or not, and he's just going to keep pressing that button again and again, and then he's going to get voted back in.
Do you agree with that? You don't think, though, that he's going to made so many crazy promises that he can't keep,
like what?
Are going to come back to hurt him?
Well, the wall?
The wall being for one.
How many people really want a wall, though? I mean,
what's
do they
wrong
really?
With the wall?
But do they really? Is that something that people really want? I'm not.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think that they want.
Well, it's the thing that kickstarted him into his campaign.
I remember the day that he said something about like Mexicans being rapists and shit or whatever, and reading it in the Post and be like, oh my god, he started already. Like the day one, like right out of the gate, he said something fucked up.
But the wall is not financially viable, though. It's like the Great Wall of China.
Well, he's going to make Mexico pay for it.
Well, I think that if he turns that around,
another promise that's insane.
If he turns that around and is like, because here's the problem: it's not the wall, Walt. It's the reasons that people want the wall, and it's like he's going to address that in a major way. Illegal immigration.
Yes.
All that
some
shit.
Law and order that,
And at the end of the day, it's like, that's going to be, because right now, if you say that you're against illegal immigration, you're a racist. Where it's just like, wait, why? Like, why? I'm not against legal immigration. Like, why is it racist to be like, yeah, we have laws and I want people to follow those laws to get in the country. Because if we're not doing that, if the fucking bleeding heart liberals are like, but this, that, and the other thing, and let them in, then it's just like, you know what? Then there's certain laws I don't want to follow either. And I'll start with the fucking tax code. And now here's my version of the fucking, like, why, like, who's following, like, what's wrong with people following laws to get into the country? I don't get it. Like, the whole notion of people being upset that he wants to build a wall, why would anybody be upset by that?
Well, there's plenty of people who are, but I don't think he's going to be able to.
He's not building that. He's not building that wall. He's not building that wall.
So you don't think that that's going to come back to, like, how many of the promises did he make?
I don't think he won on.
Are going to be able to, or is he going to be able to come through on? That's the big.
He's
question.
come through on some jobs, not relatively not that many, but he got Sprint to come back. He got some.
Yeah, but people don't understand. Well,
he's not even the president yet.
True.
Nobody understands that shit. Anybody understand foreign policy? Does anybody understand fucking economic policy? Like, nobody does. The average person doesn't. So it's just, he won on attitude.
What do you think about this Russia thing, though? Do you don't think, like, how hard he's trying to say that, like, well, Russia wasn't really involved, and like, but you don't.
Look, I'm not saying I agree with it. I don't agree with the guy. I don't agree with his policy. Right. A lot of the shit. I'm just saying I could see why he won, and the reaction that he got from the left, the far. It's always the far left. It's not like, because I consider myself left. It's like, did not at all. They didn't learn. They doubled down on the white people are evil. Fucking everybody between New York and LA is racist.
It's a long time between now and 4 years, Q.
It doesn't. I'm telling you, Walt, it doesn't matter because they're going to keep hitting that drum, and people are going to be like, "Fuck
They're
you."
fucking going after Steve Martin for the fucking
going after Steve Martin,
like the American treasure,
right?
For the most like innocuous tweet.
And you can't even say, like, what I'm saying, there's going to be someone out there that's going to get annoyed at me for saying it.
Oh, yeah.
As if I'm not allowed to have an opinion. Because, like, when Colin Jost made that joke on Saturday Night Live where he was like, whoever, Facebook, it wasn't Facebook, but Facebook now lets you pick between 37 genders when you sign up. And he's like, we call that feature Why Trump Won. And the fucking backlash that he got, just like, you're blaming this on, on an already marginalized group of, and it's just like, assholes. He made a fucking joke that has a kernel of truth in it. Like, whether you want to fucking, like, that's what I'm saying. And it just, so now, you know what? So now Colin Jost is not going to make that joke on the show, but it's still true. But it's like, it's not going to change anything. And he's allowed to make that joke, but they don't want him to make that joke. They don't want that expression that.
Some things aren't, you just don't joke about them, Q. Some things. Now, what those things
there
are.
There are some things that
like,
are.
Such as?
That are kind of taboo in comedy, aren't there?
Such as?
There are now, yeah.
Well, I mean, even before.
Yeah, more and more.
Even before 2016, there were some things that were very difficult to navigate and
like
tell
what?
jokes.
Like child molestation?
Sure.
Louis C.K. did it on Saturday Night Live. I thought it was funny.
Constantly.
Yeah.
Oh, constantly. Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
Drug abuse. Again, Saturday Night Live did that heroin thing.
I mean,
because druggies deserve it. I hear you. Let me tell you something.
Kinison album.
Oh yeah.
Holy fuck.
Let me tell you something. I stayed at Pam and Edgar's for Christmas, and I started to think, I'm like, how the fuck did I do this for so long, like years back? And it was because of the fucking opiates. They numb you to the point where you can live with your parents. The flip side is you're on opiates.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It's right.
If you have to go back and live with your parents.
Oh, you're living?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm saying if you have to go back and live with your parents, you should immediately get on Roxy's. As quickly as possible.
It would be very difficult. And you know the thing, Walt, is like, I don't know what I'm talking about either. Like, to me, I'm just like, what do I know? So to me, I'm like, the best I can do is sit here and fucking bullshit with my friends and just say whatever comes to my mind. But it could change next week. Like next week, I could be like, I don't know. Maybe they're wrong about it. Maybe they're right about it. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
I just think that I remember, like, every president since I've been an adult, after the president has won the election,
yeah,
my mindset has always been, I really hope this dude kicks ass and does everything right. And
even the black guy?
Every president.
Especially the black guy.
Every president, because I'm an American.
Same thing with him, though. He was hardly in the fucking White House before people were like, oh, he's fucking it up. And it's just like, dude, it's like, you're talking about hundreds of years that came before him. It's like, you got to give him a little time.
Yeah.
Give the guy a little time.
I just wish we weren't so divided and let's just be Americans instead.
Where's the division?
Democrats and Republicans, but it's never going to happen. But
do you think that line is more visible than ever before?
Yeah, I think right now it's like the third rail.
Yeah,
step on it and you're fucking fried.
Yeah,
the third rail of society.
Obama, like, you got the sense that he cared about the country and people in it. And I don't know if I get that from Donald Trump, He's
a much more, he's not a huggable guy.
No.
You don't get that feeling of like,
You'd hug Obama, not the Donald.
If I had to make a choice, like, you got to hug a president.
Any president from history, though.
Oh, any president?
Yeah, who'd you hug? What president?
That's a good question.
One of them, one of those embraces, though.
Oh, it has to be like meaningful.
Yeah, it's got to be a long, like, it's got to be a tight one where you're like, you feel the man.
You feel his heartbeat.
Yeah.
Maybe Lincoln? I don't know.
That lanky motherfucker, he was like 6'6".
Yeah, but he really did a lot for the country.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, am I hugging him because I need to feel better, or I'm hugging him as like, I love you, thank you for what you've done?
Yeah.
What is it? No, it's too different.
The second one.
You gotta.
You're so grateful.
Let's do it this way. Let's do it to only presidents that have been elected during your lifetime. Then narrows it down a little bit because everyone's going to go with the fucking two big ones.
Okay.
Lincoln and Washington.
So who do I have? I have
Really?
What?
So would it be like Teddy Roosevelt, like the teddy bear?
No.
No? It would be fucking
people are
George
gonna-
Washington?
Most people are going to want to do the first one. They want to get in there and be like, I hug George Washington or Lincoln because they're the most known presidents. But I want somebody from your lifetime. I want someone to give Bush Jr. a hug.
I'd hug
he
Dwight
needs it.
Eisenhower.
Give him a hug and be like,
Oh, JFK?
I know you fucked up on that.
So only presidents in your lifetime. So for us, it would be
alive.
Lyndon B. Johnson.
He's not. Well, he's
It would
dead.
be-
You got to be one.
it has to be an alive guy?
Yeah, it's got to be like
So Carter, Ford.
Ford's not alive, is he?
No, I don't think so. I'm
Reagan's
just
gone.
trying to think of who. Then Ronnie.
Oh, Carter's still alive.
Yeah, Carter, Bush, Clinton.
Reagan. Oh no, Reagan's dead.
Reagan's dead.
Yeah, he's dead too. Shit.
I'm gonna go with
And then
Bush.
Barack.
I'm gonna go with Bush Jr.
Bush Jr. He needs a hug.
He needs a hug more than all of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. His PR's been picking up in recent years.
Is it? Who's talking
Does he
about
need a
Bush
hug from
Jr.?
me though? That's the thing. Though he wouldn't even care.
He might. Like as an American, you came up to him and you're like, "Thank you for everything you did.
Come on, man. We both-
You were so on point on 9/11."
I think if he'd probably won Q more than any of us. Though.
Oh, definitely.
he's still
So
on
now
this?
you're putting the fame into it, or just the looks?
Both.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, either way you go, Q's gonna fucking come
Probably
out
go
on top.
for Obama then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. It would have been Clinton, but I mean, really, a lot of ugly shit's come out about Clinton lately.
Why? What are they saying about?
Well, he's like sexually harassed women. He's
No,
Recently, that came out.
I thought that came out during his presidency. If not before.
No, him putting a cigar at Monica Lewinsky doesn't affect me at all. But like now, you're just hearing that like
He goosed somebody.
That didn't do anything. That didn't move
didn't give a shit about that.
dial.
Pop-
I expect and hope presidents are getting a little fucking strange.
What?
Of course.
It's a stressful job, bro.
That's a White House, though. Kind of activity should not be going on underneath
Nah,
the
I
White
know,
House
right?
roof.
JFK fucking
Just
soiled that
bang a
entire
Marilyn
place.
Monroe, man.
Yeah.
Right, I'm saying, but not like he's not putting.
Cigars? You don't know what he was up to.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
The shenanigans, these guys. I'll bet you fucking Carter and Ford double teamed.
Do you think that was something he always wanted to do? Like, I want.
I'll bet you the cigar was there, and he's like, I guarantee the cigar was there, and he's like, let me see if I can do this.
and
Let
I
me see if I can pull
know
this off.
the wifey isn't into cigars, but
Right.
would you be?
Or
into a
cock and
cigar?
all, evidently. Anything phallic shape she doesn't like. Yeah, he's like, my wife isn't into cigars. And she's like, all right, I'll smoke one. He's like, nah, that's not what I'm talking about. He's like, put on this beret.
So you don't
and shove
think
this
there was?
cigar
You don't
up your-
think it just happened to be like a cigar was within reach, and he's like, all right, I'll use that.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think.
Yeah,
why? You think he had a whole plan? He's like, he brought in a fucking box of Cubans.
Well, let's see. Does he smoke? No.
But people probably give him cigars. I don't know. You don't think he smokes a
He
cigar?
might smoke.
I think he had a cigar fetish. I
And
don't
that's
think
the only time it came out?
I think he tried to suppress that very, very much so because he didn't want to look like a freak.
Right. I'm getting my freak on. I can't have fucking the American voters find out about this. It's my only dark secret.
Well, no, he's got to
Isn't
play
it
him.
weird that he shot a load on her dress? Like, isn't
And then
that
she
weird?
kept the
And then
dress.
she kept it.
And then told what was the lady's name? I forget the lady's name that she told.
Jennifer Flowers?
No.
No, that was Gary someone or other.
No, Jennifer Flowers was another Clinton dalliance.
Was it?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember. She was like a librarian, like teacher looking lady.
Yeah.
And she spilled.
She looked like the kind of lady that was like, oh, I'm too ugly to shove it up my pussy, huh? Fuck you then. Yeah. Like young Monica Lewinsky. Looking fine.
I don't think Obama would have cheated on his wife. I don't know if.
What do you think happened to that cigar?
He smoked that shit right away.
Yeah.
Oh, you think? It was like dipping a joint in fucking formaldehyde. He got fucking all stoned.
That shit made me. That was in the that happened in my early 20s, right?
Right.
That made me really
Wanna be
dislike
president?
Republicans. No, that was me being like, and I grew up in Staten Island, it's very Republican.
Oh, because they went after him so hard.
And I was like, this is so petty and fucking nonsensical. And they're like, he lied on their oath about his sexual activities. I'm like, yeah, no fucking shit.
What guy wouldn't?
He knew his wife was going to see it. I was like, why are you guys being like assholes about this?
Be cool, man.
I know, like fucking chill out, bro. Like, yeah, I remember thinking that. That really put me on that. Probably,
and everybody who was looking down their nose at him is probably like they are either too old and gnarly to get a young girl. They're like, I'm not the president. I'm just some fucking congressman or senator or whatever. Like I can't get that.
Anything. I think that's all to do with like
politics.
Ideology. It's not about like they're outraged about the act. I'm sure that they were like.
No, they're not jealous.
They're not
haters.
I think it's haters, but for all the wrong reasons. Well, or just different reasons.
Yeah.
They wanted to take him. They want to take the biggest Democrat down.
And I always thought
Slick Willie.
Like back then, I always heard that like black people really liked Clinton and he did a lot for them. And then in recent years, you just find out that I don't know what they are because I stopped paying attention. But like his policies were actually bad for the African community.
Well, because he instituted some harsh laws that could make if you got arrested for drugs and stuff, you would go away for life.
So was he the one that did that? The powdered coke? I thought that was a while ago. That was like powdered coke versus crack was like late 80s, early 90s. When that law came into effect. I didn't think he had anything to do with that. That would have been a Bush thing.
I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like that.
What? The crack versus powdered coke?
Yeah, like to me,
it's so fucking obvious, man. It's like who's doing powdered coke? Like rich white people. Who's doing crack? Poor black people.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, to give people 20 years versus 6 months for a little fucking crack versus.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit. So really, I think Obama gets the hug. He's got to. I just think he's a good guy. I think he always just really tried to do the right thing. So I have a good feeling about him.
So you can either go with, since I took Bush Jr., he took.
Oh, I'm not allowed to double
up. Can't take one of ours.
No, we're all three of us in a room. We can only
so
hug.
you're taking Bush
George
Sr.?
Washington is off the table.
Bush Sr. or Carter?
Bush Sr. or Carter? Probably Carter.
Or Clinton. Or you could take Clinton just because I don't like it.
Is there a cigar near him?
Yes, Clinton. I forgot about Clinton, yeah.
Is there a cigar near him, and do I have loose-fitting shorts on?
Don't wear anything blue, or else you're going to go home with a fucking stain on it.
Yeah. I'll tell somebody.
Color that sets him off.
I think I have a cigar behind my ear when I meet him. Like, oh, hey, Slick Willie. How do you like my fucking blue pantsuit?
Slick Willie.
Yeah, I guess it would be Carter. I mean, he must be so fucking enfeebled right now.
Yeah, he'd bring
like I could fucking push him around.
His whole,
I could be like bully a president.
His whole
That'd be awesome.
He was enfeebled though.
Yeah, it was.
Couldn't get the
he was the jerk off
out.
who couldn't get the hostages out of Iran, and then fucking Reagan came in. He's like, "Give us those hostages back." Boom, done. Yeah. Carter tried though.
He did.
He tried.
He tried.
Who doesn't want to hear about late 70s politics? That guy who came in earlier, he's like, I run to you guys all the time. He's just like, what the fuck? The slowest mile ever. Talks about this bullshit. Liver spotted Carter.
Yeah, fuck.
Is Billy Carter still around?
Oh, I hope so, man. He was awesome. He was the Roger Clinton of the Carters.
You ever had Billy Beer?
No, did they?
Yeah. He started his own beer line.
Billy Beer?
Oh, speaking of beer, Frank 3 dropped by. He left some beer for you guys.
Get out of here.
I didn't know he brewed his own beer.
He does it, yeah.
He's a home distiller.
Wow.
He has a yeast infection he's been living off of for 3 years. He's got some hops down there.
I actually have been making steps to get into the beer game myself.
No, you're gonna start selling your own beer.
You're gonna drive Frank 3 out of business.
You're kidding me. You're gonna start selling Q beer?
Not Q beer, no, not Q beer.
Oh god,
mix this fucking either hot sauce, popcorn.
Mike's like hot sauce.
What's wrong with popcorn? Whoa, what's wrong with popcorn? No, I'm investigating.
Or an energy drink.
I'm investing in a beer company.
Will
you be the face of the company or a silent partner?
Depends on what will get me the best
deal. Why the fuck would they want him as a silent partner?
Right.
They can get money from anywhere. They
come
want
on, you
they
have
want
to
Q
know.
drinking a Q
No, I
beer
got
on
something-
Impractical Jokers.
I got something. No, it definitely
wanna
wouldn't
waste
be
it on
Q
Q
beer.
beer.
It wouldn't be
It's
Q
so
beer.
lame, though.
No, what? Why is investing in a brewery lame?
But when you put your own name on it and you're
No,
like,
I wouldn't
beer.
do that. You said that. I didn't say that. I said I wouldn't do that. And it would be
it's
Q's Brew, by the way. It would have been.
But it's so lame when people do that, though. It's
No.
so fucking like
Schrader Bro.
Yeah, that was never my plan.
That's what we instantly.
heard on the-
Yeah,
that's the
you
plan we
guys are
instantly
making
created.
that a reality
I
by
heard
saying
on
it
the
over and
radio
over
that
again.
Deep Purple fucking has like a wine or something, and I was just like, how sad is that?
Well, doesn't Scorsese have like wine? Oh, Coppola.
He's Coppola does. I mean, that dude's super Italian though. I get it. Coppola Vineyard. But Q stepping into the beer game at 40 after.
Wait, hold on. You're saying I shouldn't invest in a brewery?
I mean, not to have it be you.
There's a lot of competition out there.
Not to have you sell the brand on your back, though.
Well, no, I would never be like, this is Q's Brew. But I would say on fucking Tell 'em Steve Dave, like, I invested in a brewery.
Just constantly like, oh, it's a hot one out there today.
You know what? The more I talk about this, the better this is sounding.
No, it doesn't. Don't.
It's
don't
time
make
to
it
settle
so
down
hard
with
for
a nice
me.
pint of Q's
With the
Brew.
trial coming up in 3 weeks, you should be keeping this fucking nonsense to yourself.
But what? I'm not allowed to invest in a business.
But after the trial, though, man, it just sounds
Why is
so.
investing a bad thing?
Because it's so. Oh, it's so.
But I would
tiny.
never be. What are you talking about?
So it's so
just-
tiny.
It's just so like.
Buy blue chips. What are you fucking investing in brew for? You love beer though.
I like
big
beer. I know what type of beer that I like. And,
What kind is that?
just
Q's Brew.
Q's Brew, bro. Dude, after a long day of practically joking, there's only one thing that gets me.
So what kind of investment are you talking about? 6 figures.
No. I
7?
bought.
He's putting his fortune. He's a practically joking.
Q's Brew.
It's a Q's Brew. He's like, every nickel I had. Q's Brew.
No, it's hard to. I didn't realize it would turn into this much of a topic because there's actually some legal paperwork that I still need to go through before I can talk about it. But
background check to get into the alcohol,
not the
right?
background check, but I am.
How do you want?
I'm
Specifically
dance.
trying to be careful on his
Look at him
answer.
dancing
so
around
I'm
it.
Specifically not allowed to say certain things about it, but there is a brewery in the Midwest that went out of business that I may take over.
Wait a minute. It went from fucking home distilling to now you own
I
a
never said
brewery.
home distilling.
Well,
that's why I said invest in a place.
That's what I thought. I was like a small brewery, like you see them like in like hip,
It is a
hip
small
areas
brewery.
and shit. Now you fucking own a major factory.
No. It is a small brewery.
Are there any American brewers like major ones left? Is it like
Sure.
Who? Well, you got.
What do you mean?
Like who? What is an American brewer? Because Budweiser isn't American
Budweiser's,
anymore.
they're right. Budweiser's
Canadian, right?
owned by English, aren't they? The same people. They're owned by a conglomerate.
Yeah, some
There are
conglomerate.
bunch, but there's so many brewery.
So it's a
places now.
very competitive market, though, isn't it? The beer market.
Yeah, but if you don't invest a lot, I mean, it depends on what you're looking at it.
What do you? Well, I mean,
Like a moderate growth or
do
like
you
a small
want
return.
to? Do you want to crack the top 10?
No.
No,
Why
top
not?
20.
But I don't even know how you would go about doing that. It's not about that. It's like
What's
a
it about?
microbrew type thing.
Best American beers. It seems are all. What is this?
Well, Yingling's American.
Natty. What about
Cigar
Natty? Is
City.
Natty
Natty
up there?
Brew?
Natural Light.
That's
No, Natty
Giddim's-
Brew.
that's
Yeah,
Giddim's beer.
will you? Yeah, maybe Gidim can be your spokesman. When I need to go fall asleep, I just drink a fucking gallon of Q's Brew.
I'll tell you guys a
Like
little
a
bit more
baby.
off air. It'll make more sense to you.
Well, how could you really can't talk about it on air, huh?
Actually, well, until I officially own it, I can't talk about it. I can't give too many details until I officially own the rights.
What do you think of that? What's your
I
initial
think that the person who wrote in that's like Q's not relatable, it just like that just skyrocketed. When he's like, I'm buying a fucking brewery in the Midwest, it's like, huh?
I mean, Frank,
investing in a brewery in the Midwest.
poor Frank 3, like he's squashing the hops himself with his bare feet while he's watching Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
And you're buying
Well, I'm not drinking
breweries.
that then.
Are you going to drive him out of business?
Investing in a brewery, not buying a brewery.
Investing in one. So will you be
Now,
a majority shareholder? Why aren't we in on this?
At the end of it, what it would
is it
be
a Tom
is
Steve
what it
Dave
would
brew?
be is I own the brand, then basically the brand, and then
You got a brand now.
that I'm buying from the Midwest, and then I would invest in the brewery to partner with them to reintroduce the brand.
Would it be a regional distribution or would it be nationwide?
No, well,
Worldwide?
I don't know. You're way far ahead. You're way far ahead.
Worldwide.
And it's not a ton of money. It's not Q's Brew. It's not. It wasn't a ton of money. It came across my desk. And
You need something that like what's it like?
I need a fucking
slogan?
loss on my taxes, asshole. Is what I need. So I'm not giving it all to the fucking government.
But like something where he says something like Q's Brew, bump bump. Oh,
Right.
You
Oh,
know?
a slogan?
Yeah, slogan.
See, now this is what I like. Now you guys are getting behind it.
Well,
No, it wouldn't have anything to do with me, but I do like the idea of a Q's Brew.
Q's Brew for men who are unrelatable. Oh,
Q's Brew. You don't like it? Suck my balls.
Q's Brew for whites only.
you clean up though if you get it in the markets in Staten Island. No,
Would you wear a Q's Brew shirt on Impractical Jokers?
What the fuck do you think?
I think that's the whole reason behind this.
But wait. Hold on. Q's Brew is in the joke we just made, or
They're a sponsor of the joke, like how Subway sponsors.
Well,
it.
I'm not going to make a Q's Brew, but when I wear the shirt of the brewery on the show, yes, of course. But
Could I wear it?
yeah,
Assuming
anybody
we get
can.
another season.
But now I think we should talk about this Q's Brew idea.
This could be a whole This could be a Tell 'em Steve Dave
no.
concern. You wouldn't get in the beer business.
You don't like that?
I don't
You don't want to
like
be a
that,
beer
no.
meister?
I think.
What if we just bought
Meisterbrow?
some Budweisers and then just put the Q's Brew label over it and sold that?
I think you can easily start to alienate
Who?
ants.
Oh, fuck them.
No, they like beer. I don't think you'd alienate them.
If you start
Fuck everybody.
trying to to market and put turn everything you see. You're like the fucking Terminator, like fucking digitalizing
What can
the
I make money off of?
Yeah.
What can I put my face on or Tell 'em Steve Dave logo on?
Right.
Yeah, that could start to come back to be like, ooh, that's kind of icky.
Well, I didn't say I was doing that. I specifically said I'm not doing that.
No, O'Brien's mentioned Tell 'em Steve
okay,
Dave.
yeah.
That's why I said I would have to
Wait,
vote
if I
strong
own
no. Yeah,
a legitimate, we'll
Q's
call
Brew.
it whatever. We call it fucking honest beer,
Right.
Only because I'm holding an honest tea thing. Right, I own that, and we're selling it.
Already
If I
lost
wear an honest beer T-shirt on a Practical Jokers, you think that makes me unrelatable?
No. But if you come onto the podcast
Yeah.
and you start and you were like, hey, people on merch table, buy a case of Tell 'em Steve Dave beer, I would be very.
Well, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
well, Brian mentioned it. That's why I said I would be
okay.
very against the Tell 'em Steve Dave beer.
What do we sell then? We got to sell something. So what do we sell? It's not beer.
We sell vinyls. We sell
No, it has to be
products that
something
we.
you can eat or smoke.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no! I strongly disagree with getting
Tell 'em
into
Steve
that
Dave
game.
macaroni. Something completely unrelated to us.
Oh, well, we said when we started the merch we weren't going to do stupid shit.
Right.
Yeah, I think we do good.
Yeah, I think we got to stick to passion.
We got to
Passion projects, and I don't think alcohol or
steady as she goes. No cereal. No Tell 'em Steve Dave.
no. Yeah, if
Flakes.
You got to. Yeah, you got to. If you'll become.
No Q's, bro.
Q's Brew.
You don't want to
Not gonna
become a cartoon, though. And I
agree.
It happens. It happens to the best of people. They're like, oh well.
Or you could
why
turn it
shouldn't
in-
I do that? People want it. Why? Who am I to? If they want it, why shouldn't I do it?
Remember you were like, how do people get rich? That's how people look at fucking Gene Simmons, man. Like
look at
Yeah, but
Gene
we don't
Simmons.
respect that.
he's of course.
I don't. I can't say that I would ever want to go down that road of where you just put The
Tell him
logo.
Steve Dave Coffin.
Now that I would get behind.
It's just there's a line, and you'll make money, but at what cost though? And I guess people will be like, well, should there be if you're making money?
At what
What's
point
the
is Gene
cost then?
Simmons
It's
like,
just-
who gives a fuck? Do you
Yeah.
know how rich I am?
You know, that's
Exactly.
Gene Simmons, but that's
He's like, look at you dealing with get him every day. Put your name on a coffin. You don't got to fucking go to work.
Yeah, you're right. And there's arguments to be made, but if you're going to try to remain true to yourself, you can't chase that fucking coffin money or macaroni money.
God damn it.
The idea-
Those are the only two ideas I had.
the idea behind investing in the brewery is you got to figure in practical jokes. There's already 6 seasons. We're shooting at 6 seasons. How much longer could it go? I have to start thinking about life after and what I can invest in to make money as I go older. And like, let's say I invest in this and I make $15,000 a year off it, right?
Right.
Just a little stream there, and then a little stream here. And if you just put together enough to cover your mortgage for a year, that's
yeah.
that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the top American beers. I'm not a beer guy. Sorry, frankly. I don't
Oh, you don't want the
recognize.
beer?
No, I don't like
You don't want
beer.
Q's brew?
No. I mean, I'll display it, but I wouldn't drink it.
Do you like a dark beer, Q?
I
like a nice head?
I like head.
Like a nice head on it?
I like a nice dark head. I am really not that choosy when it comes to beer.
Even that is like crossing a line of tell him Steve Dave, such a cheap fucking, such a cheap and fucking easy fucking.
Yeah. Should we cut that out to be true to ourselves? So tired.
It was so like, ugh.
Wow, you're very judgmental today.
Yeah, well,
Call him a
you
cute
are.
name.
Yeah, it's been like I said, man. I'm dealing with something. I get maybe it's the post Christmas thing.
Yeah.
I feel like shit.
So, I don't recognize any of these.
What do you got?
Barley John's The Dark Knight Returns. You ever drink that, Q?
No. I really pretty
is a
much just
competitor.
drink Stella. I drink Peroni. I drink a nice good Coors Light all down.
Yeah.
You know? Staten Island has a brewery called Now On It. That's fucking
Would you do some non-alcoholic beer at the brewery?
some near beer. I don't know. I don't think I would be in charge, like involved in that. I think.
Oh, you want to be in a day-to-day operations?
No, what do I don't know anything enough
You're not
about
overseeing the.
it. Yeah,
Get on that plant line, you know, you whip up the enthusiasm of
He looks like fucking Shirley Feeney and shit.
Schlemiel, Schlemazel.
We're gonna do it.
Oh,
Give us any chance, we'll take it. Give us any rule, we'll break it.
I don't think they give a fuck.
you're gonna make my dreams come true. Paying my mortgage off, doing it your way, my way. Who gives a fuck as long as I get the money?
People are like, the sitcoms they reference are older than the presidents they reference.
Bring back the Fred Astaire references.
At least that was in the late 80s.
But no day-to-day operations for you?
Well, it's like Kevin owns this
don't-
place. He's not involved in the day to day.
You don't dress down the fucking, like the janitor. If you see him fucking up.
What if you catch the janitor sipping out of the big distillery?
He just has a long, like 8 straws put together into the fucking barrel. Ho!
On Christmas Eve, you catch him too.
Oh, I fought.
You're there to give out some
Right.
checks, some bonus checks.
Oh, they're doing well.
Yeah,
Oh, so Q Brewz is really doing well.
yeah, it's paying. It's more than making enough to cover
There's
the
no
mortgage.
way I'm not going to be able to make something called Q's Brew now. Like, I have to do it. All right, so I catch the guy.
You catch a janitor.
He's fired.
You go, on Christmas Eve.
I don't give a fuck.
He's right. If he's going to fucking build the wall,
Yeah.
he's got to fire the janitor
Yeah.
for drinking on the job out of the fucking big vats.
Yeah, because now I gotta.
Drinking the bottle.
If he drinks a bottle, I'm okay with
Straight
it.
from the tap.
It's just if he drinks a giant straw into the thing, you got to throw all that away, right? You can't.
Well, it depends how if is Q's Brew loosey goosey with the regulations.
Q's Brew is not.
Is he paying off the fucking health inspector? It's like I hear
You didn't see that.
the health inspector's there on Christmas Eve too.
Yeah, he's paying off everybody. He's writing checks to everybody.
Well, these are all bribes, the checks that he's giving out. It's not bonuses. I need you to bury a janitor's body. Here's a check. I'd be like, okay. The comic book man got canceled. I need a job. I'm the janitor. I'm like, come on, Quinn. Have a heart. Been friends for decades. It's crazy. The health inspector says it's cool. I can't do this job sober, and you won't give me a good one.
I spent $7 on straws to make this fucking straw.
It's 2 hours' wages. Like now you're gonna cut me down. I got like 3 sips in.
I send you to the Midwest to be a janitor.
And then fly out there to break my balls on Christmas Eve. I'm bragging to the other janitors about it.
I know Mr. Quinn.
Yeah, Mr. Quinn. He'd be all right with this.
My stomach.
Boasting about days gone by. I'm the one who came up with Q's Brew. Just so you know. This is what I got out of it.
Fucking jerk off.
Fuck him and his fucking shitty beer. Look at this straw I built.
Look, what is it, Mr. Quinn?
What a split and what a treat to see you on Christmas Eve.
Oh, ow. Oh, man, I haven't felt a stomach ache from laughing in a long time.
I thought you said you knew him.
Oh, I know him. I know him.
I know you, right, Q? I mean, it's quite. Oh, boy. This is something. Hey, thanks for that 6-pack for Christmas. It was better than a cash bonus. I went through it in 10 minutes.
I had a calendar too, Mr. Quinn.
Oh, these Q's Brew models. Oh, hello, you. Yeah, would you make a calendar? That's a thing, right?
I don't think
I have sexy calendars anymore.
All right, so we're just going to transfer to the world where I've opened the brewery and like I run it. Then yeah, I would make calendars.
Would you do like those points?
I do coasters. You know,
where the more beer you buy, the more points you get, and you can order merch.
Yeah,
somebody fucks them over for a jet plane.
No, I don't think so. But we would do like cheesy, promotional material. The calendar's nice, coasters are nice. Dartboard. Now you're talking pint glasses for the bars, Q's
neon
Brew.
signs.
Ooh. Fucking, I see why I'm getting into this game, right?
Why?
The cool shit, the neon signs, the glasses.
The keychains. You're now, I sell comics with alcohol. We've got keychains. Did I mention the keychains?
I wonder if they've restocked the keychains.
They placed an initial order in 2013.
I don't mean it in a bad way. But I wonder if they had to restock the keychains, though. I have one.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't have it. What is it?
It's a logo, the Green Hornet. It's a well-done keychain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
I was so afraid to use it, though, because I only had the one. I never put it on my keys because I didn't want to lose it.
Yeah, I never got one. Where did they sell it? Like, how did they move it?
I don't know. I don't know.
You want me to look it up?
I think Ming had his own website for a little while.
Oh, really? Oh yeah, that's right. MingChen.com, right?
Yeah, I don't know if he was selling stuff out of there or not.
Let me see. Ming Chen. He strikes me as the kind who would not let a domain name.
I sell comicsmerchtable.com.
Oh, they sell it. Oh, same place we do.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it is a fucking nice keychain. Look at that.
Oh, that is pretty sweet. Oh, that's the newer
Thank you.
The newer logo too, right?
Yeah. That's it.
I sell comics, Mike and Ming.
Oh, yeah. My apologies to anyone who was in Dallas, and I'm not there. I was supposed to go to Dallas, and
What happened?
I normally don't use my wallet for anything. So when I went out on the 24th, I brought Sage to get pictures with Santa, and I had it then, but I took Pam's car, and that was on the 24th. And then when I went to leave on the 29th or something, I didn't have the wallet. And Pam called me later that afternoon and said, "Oh, your wallet was in the car on the floor." So I had a decision to make whether I would be like, all right, well, I'll rebook the flight and then go the next day, or say fuck it. So obviously I said fuck it. Whew. MeUndies.
Sorry, I was just going on. I was going on GoDaddy and registering QBrew.com before getting him got his fucking hands on it.
Oh, picture world, Q, where putting on a new pair of underwear isn't just fresh, you're stepping into a better day. Underwear is the first thing you put on and the last thing you take off. Were you ever like a commando guy where you're like, fuck underwear?
No.
No?
No. I've been a boxer guy since I was 14.
Why no commando?
Because I like wearing jeans over and over again. I think if you go commando on your ball, straight on ball denim, then you got to really wash it.
Okay.
Plus, like, it would get, wouldn't it, like, chafe?
You would think, yeah.
Yeah, I would think.
Well, I'm so fucking fat. My thought is just chafe now anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, man. Are you making any, yeah, I have like you ever see like My 600-Pound Life or like, and they have like the ladies, like they get so fat and they have those giant like brown assholes. Like it spreads out on their legs.
You have a brown asshole?
No.
What?
I'm saying,
That's
I mean, a lot of people do, right? I bleach mine. No, but that's the only part of me I take care of. No, like you see, sometimes you see it in porn too, but like a very heavy person, usually a lady. It's like it seems like the brown just starts to spread out across
From
like
what?
their thighs.
It's like a stain?
It's like a discoloration, yeah, like a stain.
That's gross.
Yeah,
And it's caused by being heavy.
it seems like I mean, you don't really see it on thinner people. I don't think.
No, you don't.
No.
No. You got pretty assholes on thin people.
Stop fucking ass shaming.
Asshole shit.
I mean, that's one thing in 2017.
We
no
won't
more
stand
tooth
for
shaming, and no more.
No more
butthole
what? Teeth shaming?
No more teeth shaming, and no more butthole shaming. Right?
What I see more personally is the other just came up.
One, I have very personal reasons for it. The other, I could care less. But if we're going to stop the shaming, let's go all the way.
Oh, weren't we supposed to come up with resolutions? New Year's resolutions for this episode?
This episode will probably be on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
If you have, well, let's finish MeUndies
All
and
right,
end it with a resolution.
Love it.
You know, you guys think you're my only friends, but my friends at MeUndies sent me a few pairs a while back. No, I can't imagine wearing anything else. It really makes the day that much better for the price of 2 cocktails, two Q Brews. MeUndies will deliver your new favorite pair of underwear right to you. Will it be cheap shit beer or will it be good, you think?
It'll be good.
No,
It's not going to be like, what is it? What's that shit he drinks?
Natty Ice.
Natty Ice.
No, it won't be. Natty Ice is I don't want to put it down because like sometimes when you don't have too much money, Natty Ice gets you where you got to go.
Well, forget him. It's just get him where he gets to go is fucking to sleep.
Yeah, he'll drink a gallon of beer to fall asleep. That's fucking crazy.
Natty Ice is like tough hangover.
Yeah?
But it's like water. It's like I've had drinking plenty of Natty Ice in my life. I got no
I
complaints.
never even heard of it until he fucking
Yeah,
mentioned
it's so
it a few
light.
weeks ago.
It's like
It doesn't like Natty Ice was always such an easy drink for me because it just didn't really taste bad. Like when you start drinking beer, you're like, oh, this is gross.
I don't think I've had beer.
Probably since you were like 18 or 19, I bet.
No, I bet you it's even probably 18. Yeah,
Natty
the taste
Ice.
is just
it's natural ice. That's
gross.
That's what I said before. Natural Ice.
it's an Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
It's Natty Ice, baby.
I guess, yeah, I didn't
That
know.
and Pabst Blue Ribbon are like that. Pabst,
Well, that's the hipster beer now, right?
yeah,
PBR?
that's what I was about to say. Like Pabst had a blowout like a few years back where like all the hipsters just start drinking it.
They'll deliver your new favorite pair. Now, look, these are not cheap underwear, but they're gonna last you a while, and they are pretty good. They'll prevent you from getting that fat fuck ass stain. Mm-hmm. You know, like really, because like when I was like I went on the elliptical or whatever.
Yeah. When did you do that?
I don't know, a couple months ago. I remember it vaguely. The regular cotton underwear, like it interferes with your leg hair. Oh. But you wear a nice pair of MeUndies and they're all sleek.
If you buy a pair of MeUndies, you'll never go back to cotton.
No, you won't. It's a totally different feel.
You'll never go back to cotton.
So make sure that you really want to fucking start spending money on underwear, right? Well, because you can buy like 8 pairs for fucking $6. Mm-hmm.
They're so good, you probably get at least 5 years out of them.
5 years, 5 pairs.
It sounds about right.
5 years out of them, continuously washing them.
Right. Well, we said without?
No, continuously washing them over the course of 5 years. I bet you get maybe even more. They're that well put together.
They are. For a limited time, everyone in the audience gets 20% off their first pair, but you have to go to our special URL, MeUndies.com/TESD. You have nothing to lose. Don't wait any longer. I think you get your money back or whatever, because really what are they going to do? Take fucking underwear back? Recycle them? What if you worked at the MeUndies factory?
Yeah.
And they're like, look, we got all these fucking underwear coming in. We want you to package them as new. Would you go along with the ruse?
No.
Whistleblower?
Oh, you're a whistleblower, are you?
Blow the whistle, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whose whistle?
President Obama's.
Yeah. It's dark.
You got a resolution, Q? For the new year?
I got a few.
Hey, can we ask Declan to drop this at we should have did a timer down. We should have had it so it was time to end right at midnight.
Well, you still can, right?
What's the timer at right now?
Like an hour and 10 minutes.
So if we were to put this up at 10:50, as we get close.
Like, forget Ryan Seacrest. Forget these other jerk-offs as the ball drops. Here's something auditory that you can all gather around and listen to.
But they can listen to Q's resolution as you ring in the new year, as you're kissing your loved one.
Right.
You also hear what Q what he's going to change.
Well, all of us don't.
Yeah. Well, you're going first.
Oh. Well, Walt, I've been putting a lot of thought to this one, and I think I want to follow your lead. I think I want to be #woke in 2017. I think I'm going to take a real.
He already fucking said it's his thing.
Yeah.
So why are you resolving to try to take his thing away?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know what that means.
Well, it's just you have an open mind.
Those are okay.
And I think that perhaps
you don't think you do.
I think I do, but I think maybe I don't. I think it could always be more.
I feel like I don't pussyfoot around enough. This is in complete contrast with your Steve Martin comments earlier.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about. That shit.
This doesn't sound like a true.
And he's got that look on his face.
What are you talking about?
That smirk.
I want to be more woke.
I think people want to hear a real resolution, one they know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Dude.
Go to the gym, fatty.
I don't. You know what I just bought?
What?
One
of those sweet bikes.
I did buy a bike, but not the Peloton bikes.
No.
They're like $2,000.
Yeah.
And then they're like $40 a month.
Those are cool though.
I didn't get one of those. I did get a nice Nordic Track bike and a treadmill.
Really?
And I will say this, they got delivered about a week and a half ago, and I've used them every day.
Nordic Track makes good shit.
They make good shit. Well, we had them in the firehouse, so I was always like, I knew, that shit takes abuse. So I got one of those fucking Christmas sales cleaned. You're talking like 75% off last year's models.
Really?
Yeah, it was great.
Which are almost identical to this year's
Not
models.
almost. Identical. Yeah. So I got that, and I've been pretty good at using it. But that's just really more of my, for me, it's just more of the health thing because of what happened to me last year. And I don't think I followed through on that like I should have. So really, it's just more about that.
That's your resolution, to be more healthy?
And being woke. More woke.
He's so full of shit with the
again.
Why can't I be woke?
I'm just because I think you're just saying
stay on the dark side. Yeah.
Well, I'm not on the dark side. I'm on the.
Stay over here with me.
You're not on the dark side.
I'm not woke.
I think
woke is that's synonymous with just pansy ass bullshit. Yeah, like pandering to fucking whatever is popular in the moment.
Yeah, that's what I want to be, woke.
But for what? Why do you want to though?
Because I wonder if I either have to accept that I'm in middle age and just calcify as I go on, or I can look at myself and be like, keep the learning process going, keep the open mind going. Don't solidify the mind is, and I know what's right, and nobody else does.
That's what people tend to do as they get older.
What are you talking about? That's what everyone does when they're fucking 20. That's what all these far left people are. They're like, I'm right. Everybody else is wrong. I don't want to hear anything else.
No, I think you're painting with a broad brush.
Sure I am.
Yeah.
That's what the far left is. Just like the alt-right is.
But you're using the same brush. You're like, move over. I got to dip my paintbrush in the can too, and painting again the whole segment of the population as being closed-minded. You can't do that.
But in general, far left social justice warriors, they have a mindset, and that's
the vocal ones that you see, you hear about.
I'm not talking about them, Brian.
Okay.
I'm talking about street level.
You're out on the streets.
Yeah, you know what?
In the streets.
If I think back to the 6 years of talking on Tell 'em Steve Dave, and I wonder if I ever said anything that hurt anybody's feelings.
Like after 6 years, he still can't pronounce Tell 'em Steve Dave.
I thought that's like a hearing going, because that didn't sound like Tell 'em Steve Dave.
Too many cues, Brewz.
It sounded like he punctured his eardrum or something.
Yeah.
That seemed like one word, didn't it?
Tell 'em Steve Dave.
Tell 'em Steve Dave.
He gave up halfway through. He's like, fuck.
TESD.
You think that you may have, in 6 years, you may have said some things that upset people?
Maybe. And that bothers me.
Probably this episode you have.
Well, we know.
You're boasting about
even
your
on this
fucking
episode you
your
did.
major brewery.
You talked about building a wall, and I'm sure there's some people who didn't even make it to the end of the episode.
Well, we're in 2016. I'm talking about 2017.
Talking about not tomorrow, but the day after.
Yeah.
There's a good chance, though, that some people didn't even make it to the end of the episode, that was the last straw.
I don't want that anymore.
Done.
I don't want that anymore. And with the trial coming up,
what made you?
My upcoming trial.
What made you take this? Because I knew I was at a crossroads where you are at right now, and I saw a segment of the listenership who were very unhappy with the things I was saying, and I changed for them.
Yeah.
Oh, good for you.
It turned out great.
Yeah.
It turned out great.
Well, that's what
I'm so happy.
That's what I want, Walt.
That I don't ever say my true feelings, and people are always guessing.
Yeah.
That's the way to go, man. Keep them guessing. Don't ever let them know what's really in your heart.
And how long do you think you've been on that train?
Since
ever since you talked about breastfeeding and everybody got mad.
Oh, so years.
Years.
Yeah.
Best move I ever made was being fake.
Yeah.
Best move I ever made.
Got at least one clip this week.
So you
disingenuous was
like a little bit of a character whenever you turn on the mics.
Yeah. Wow. No one ever really knows what's really going on. They're always guessing.
See, I'm too ignorant and fucking thick-headed to do that. I'm just like, here's what I think. Here's a fucking racist joke.
Tell him, Steve Dave.
We don't even do our resolutions.
Oh, yeah, wait.
Yeah, what's going on?
All right, hold on.
All right.
Well, hold on. Yeah, forgot. Resolution. Oh, you got one, Brian?
Yeah, I'm going to get even heavier and grow a giant brown stain around my asshole. No, I mean, the one resolution, obviously, I should be making is like everybody else, where I'm like, I'm going to join a gym and I'm going to get healthy. Because over Christmas break, I left my medicine somewhere, the blood pressure medication. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, I don't know. What's the difference if you don't take it? Turns out there's a pretty big difference.
Really?
Turns out like your blood pressure goes way the fuck up if you're fat, I guess, or have high blood pressure for any other reason. And you start getting headaches.
Really?
Yeah. Like blood pressure was fucking like crazy high. So once I took it, it came on back down. But I'll bet you I could erase a lot of that by losing the pounds. So maybe that, although I don't know. Then I'm a sellout, right? Like that hot model who was fat and then she got thin and everyone was like, oh.
No, because I was looking at pictures of us. Reason I've sent them to you.
Yeah. Oh, this is depressing, bro.
What year was that? 2000?
That would have been like 2000. No, I think even earlier. I think that would have been like 2002. 2002.
We went to Key West and I bought a new photo scanner that takes that if you put a negative in, it will read the negative and make an image from the negative. It's amazing.
Wow.
And I found these old severely damaged negatives from photos from that trip, and the software fixes them. So I was sending them to Brian as I have them on my phone, actually. I'll show you one.
There are pictures of me. I was like, I wish I was only that fat.
And I remember that trip. You were complaining about being fat that entire fucking trip. Like you.
At that point, I'm probably like only 30 pounds overweight.
Right? So that's Brian in 2002.
You would think that no one in Key West accepted regular money, like only beads.
That
We have
looks like
so
Darren.
many beads on us.
Yeah, I mean,
Look how red my face is too.
Yeah, but it looks like Darren though, right there.
In the red
That's
wig?
you?
that's
cute.
me. That's me.
Yeah. He has a red wig on, like a clown wig.
Actually, there's one shot where I look like Gidim.
Yeah.
We were talking about that.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, why is your face so red?
Well, we're in Key West, and we had been in Miami, and
That's
remember we
cool.
flew in. There was a thunderstorm. You could see all the lightning.
Yeah,
and
it was
shit around
cool.
us. Yeah.
So I don't know. I think you're due to come back.
I saw that, and I was like, you said something. You texted something, and I was like, it's so true. It's like we were just loving life, and that was a time where I did feel that way. I don't feel that way right now.
You're not loving life.
No, not at all. I hate it. But that, like, in those moments, like that time, that trip was so fucking great. Everything about it. From the boobs to the hanging out to the Quinn's pretend he's making out with a plastic
Blow-up
sex doll.
Well, here, look. This is the one where we're like, geez, I look kind of like Gidim in this. Like, do you see it?
Oh yeah.
Right?
It does look like him, right?
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. I would never think that was you.
But like that good looking picture of Get him.
Oh, well, not Gidim now.
No.
He looks like that ass behind me now.
Yeah, it does look like
Yeah,
that.
when I first saw it, I was like,
like
holy
ass.
fuck, I look like Gidim.
We all are Gidim.
We are Gidim.
Resolution then, oh God, for me?
Most people don't even stick to the weight thing, right? Most people join the gym and then they're out by the end of January.
Yeah, that's kind of why
it's easier
I bought.
to stay fat.
That's why I bought the equipment because I was like, you know what? If it's in the house, it'll work. I'll tell you, dude, that bike where you sit down, it's the fucking best. How do you think I watched Hellraiser this week?
Yeah.
I was like just watching movies and just biking for like 45 minutes. It was cool. Sorry.
I don't know. I can't even think of one. I can't even think of one right now that I know that it wouldn't be just bullshit.
Your life is so perfectly constructed, huh? That you've
No,
got
not
nothing
that,
that
but
you're like, I want to
know
change
that
this.
I know that I would just be lying if I just was to come up something on the spot.
Yeah.
You know, maybe.
And you don't want to be fake, so.
Maybe I will. I'll try to change. I'll try to change something about my personality over the course of the year. Maybe
Can't be done.
can't be
Can't
done.
be done.
No, why not?
You can change your body. You can change maybe your mindset about the way you look at, say, exercise or something. Like, all right, I'm just going to fucking do it. I'll put my mind to it. People are who they are, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wake up.
Deep down, nah.
Can't be woke.
Nope. You're never going to be that guy. You're never going to be that 20-year-old college student that's fucking at the feminist rally.
Right.
You won't even leave your house to go on a fucking bicycle.
No.
And suddenly you're at a feminist rally? Not happening.
I don't think guys can be feminists anyway.
Right. Certainly not Steve Martin.
Poor guy.
I
Commenting
wasn't
on
thinking
beautiful
either.
creatures.
No, I was just saying I was just going to be like nicer to older people or something.
Older people?
Yeah, like
In what way?
Are you not nice to old
Well, I don't
people?
have any contact
He's
with them.
like, I'm a fucking monster.
I was just
That would be
maybe-
great if we found that out, like you were constantly bullying the elderly.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Maybe I'll just do
You were
something.
nice to him. You fucking drove around the mall for like 40 minutes trying to help somebody find their car.
Yeah, that's right. As I'm saying, that's like maybe I'll do stuff like that. I'll
Just go to the mall and see if there's any lost old people.
No, I'll just look for older people to help. You know,
Yeah.
but not plan it. I'll just try to like do it like organically.
Well, all right. If the
the best
situation
way.
presents itself.
It's the best way to do it.
Because then it's not your fault if it doesn't happen.
Tell him, Steve, Dave.
You got that rhythm, baby. It's plain to see. You got that rhythm, moxie. rhythm, baby. It's plain to see. You got that, come hither, moxie. You promise ecstasy. You're my last chance lover. You just don't know it yet. Your storms are rising. I can taste my regret. Be my mistake.
This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio. Sir, only at smodcast.com.